So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle. Well, those of you who followed English football around the turn of the century will certainly know this man well. He is, of course, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, another fine Dutch import who claimed his fair share of trophies whilst on these shores.
And later on in the continent too, Peter. He never really struck me as a flashy player, but rather a model of consistency, adaptability and intelligence. He excelled in one of the hardest roles in the game.
A role, of course, you know very well, Jim. Van Bronckhorst, an incredibly influential player, and it is no surprise that he's worn that famous orange shirt more than 100 times. Baresi, Pelé.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Valverde. Lovely bit of skill. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Romario! It's a loose ball. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
Owen, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Valverde. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, super ball. Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. Besiktas still without a single shot on target. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about face-to-face with the keeper. Baresi.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Bullet. Beckenbauer. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a throw-in. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. Bullet. That has not gone well. Maldini. Nedved. And he welcomes it in. Now that's well seen too. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Romario. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Pelé. 30 minutes gone. This is Owen. Van Bronckhorst.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Maldini. Played back in. Tries to pass it through. Hangs one in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. And this is Owen. And he's been shifted off it. Maldini. Baresi. Odo. Beckenbauer. And it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Romario is flagged offside. And no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again.
Besiktas really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super fine. Oh, important interception. Medved. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's found a way past. Oh, good-looking ball. Pele couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Decent progress down the left. Spread neatly. Roberto Carlos in towards the back stick. Oh, well played.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Odo. Brilliantly cut out. Nesta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass through today.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Maldini. He's gone forward. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well seen. Saw that come. Oh, taken with style. Beckenbauer. Baresi. Hullet. And it's Romario. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram makes the interception.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Now it's Romario. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Hullet. Baresi. And it's Valverde. Beckenbauer. Davids puts his foot on the gas. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Thuram. Turns back here, probably the best option. Searching pass he's played there. Played back. Valverde. Manchester United finding their passes.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Referee has just said play on. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Good ball, good take. Can he get it through? He's through here. And Hullet! He scores! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 22.
So we have the first goal.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And here's Cruyff. Aims beyond the defence.
Coming on the field.
Best's cross. That is a brilliant interception.
Number 18.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Jorginho. Number 8. George Best. Number 21.
It's Bruno Fernandes.
Substitutions taking place.
And here's Romario. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end. But we do have a winner. Well, I just think... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Hullet. And it's Hullet. And Serginho. Passing nice and neat. Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. Collier. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hullet! Oh, the ball's... He's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Besiktas really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Bale takes a look up. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, played through for the wide man. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's played into the area. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Michel Plat. Oh, that's ambitious. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That has not gone well. Collier. Cruyff. And he's intervened well there. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That looks a decent ball. Hangs one in. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. Great ball if he can get there. He's away. Real chance. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
That is ended up in no man's land. Cruyff. Threads one in. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And this is Hullet. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He rises! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Zanetti. And this is... And Hullet! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Platini is always looking to break lines. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
They've played it short. Platini fired deep towards the back post.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Collar. Great ball, and he's in here. Cruyff.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, this is Owen. Can he finish? It's in!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking there. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zanetti. It's a pretty loose pass. Totti. Collar. Zanetti. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And just a quick reminder
How would
today
you
to
review the
please drink
first half?
responsibly.
Well, I think
Anyone
it's a
appearing
case of so
intoxicated or
far,
behaving
so
in an
good.
inappropriate manner
The
will
boss
be
has
removed.
clearly done his
Thank you very
homework,
much
and
for
I
your
don't think
cooperation.
he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Besiktas have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Besiktas really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho. Cruyff producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nedved. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini. And it's Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nesta. He won't be happy with that one. Van Bouten. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Owen. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Hullet. Played into space out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Second corner of the game. Oh, that was vital. And now they can spring out of defence. This is Owen. Faced and a chance! terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Bale knocks it into space. Hits! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Bale! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That has not gone well. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's Nedved! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's a sharp pass. Cruyff gets flagged offside. And it's Hullet. Totti. Xavi Alonso. The less said about that pass, the better. Collier. Totti. Oh, what a climb! And that could have brought them level.
Hullet was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi Alonso. That's a cute ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Plays the return pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pass is just off target.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Davids. Big chance, shoot! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 up and very little time left. Sean takes a shot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Francesco Totti. Number 13. Platini.
Now it's Van Basten.
Xabi Alonso.
Hangs in across.
Number 5.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Serginho.
And the number on the board is 3.
Number 9. Van Basten. Number 17.
That's an imaginative pass.
Number
Mateus
6.
diving header! He scores! Deep, deep into injury time! Spectacular header. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. He's cut it out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's going up front in a hurry. Thuram cuts it out. Vieira. You can run onto that. There's no flag. And pull it! Oh, another save.
Pullet really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Corner number 2 then. He's got full. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Now it's Bergkamp. And he cuts out the supply. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better side.
Shapes and it's in! That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Nedved. Now it's Messi. And this is Bergkamp. Nedved!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Nedved. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, no joy this time. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Thinks about the shot. Messi. And it's Bergkamp. That's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Short changes him with that pass. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Nedved. Thuram. Messi. And it's Vieira. It's Bergkamp. Just eases him off the ball. Pull it. And it's Cruyff. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Nedved. And here's Bergkamp.
Bergkamp really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pullet could try cutting inside here. Hoist it in. It's a quick ball upfield. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Nedved. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bergkamp. And this is Neymar. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fires it in low. That's a sharp pass. And here's Bergkamp. Oh, just tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Quick reminder today, please have
Well,
your
let's
entry
not be
tickets
about
at
the bush,
hand,
Peter.
as
It's
time
been
to announce today's
fairly
quiz
flat, and
watch.
the supporters have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
off again.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, well played.
Bergkamp.
He is always looking to break lines. Threads one in. Pullet. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And Cruyff!
Vieira. Maldini.
And it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
And it's Vieira. To Maldini. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive.
Maldini.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. That has been cut short. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Besiktas still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Thuram. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
But it's Thuram.
Now Bergkamp. Vieira.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vieira.
Maldini.
And it's Thuram. Thuram. Yaya Toure. And it's Maldini.
Baresi.
That's Thuram.
Baresi. Maldini.
Besiktas really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Maldini.
And it's Maldini. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Yaya Toure. Oh, Red, nice interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Besiktas really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. To Maldini. Neymar. And it's Thuram.
Baresi.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That's Maldini. Neymar.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only real...
Dünyada. Burak. Böyle orospu çocukları yüzünden insanın top oynayası gelmiyor. 1-0'ın üstüne yattı, top çeviriyor. Orospu çocuğu. Bir defansa bir galeye. Kahpe çocukları. Akıllı yardım kullanan mı istersin? Böyle orospu çocuğu gibi top çeviren mi istersin? Neler neler var ya. Hileci mi istersin? Kansız şerefsizler. Ya işte mesajda yazdırtmadı. Orada şey yapmış, engellemiş. Şu. Taktik baktik ne yaptığı belli değil ki arkadaş. Adamın. Çok yani. Bu orta kafa mı oynuyor? Orta kafa oyuncuysa sağa sola çok adam koymuş. David Villa kafacı değil. Bilmem ki. Bakalım. Nasip. Nasipten öte köy yok mu derler? Ne derler?
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Kaç yaptın derken? Kaçıncı klasmana mı çıktın demek istiyorsun? Yoksa kaç birinci sıraya mı geldin demek istiyorsun? Onu bir şey yaparsan söylerim. Veyahut da birinci klasmana kaç kere mi çıktın diyorsun? Sıralama sayı 6000. Ama ben fazla bira çıktıktan sonra oynamıyorum ben. Öyle bira çıkıyorum bırakıyorum ne bileyim gidiyoruz sniper oynuyoruz falan. Oynasam belki 2000'lere çıkarım gibi geliyor. 1500, 2000, 3000. 5000'in işte üzerine çıkarız yani. 5000 ile 5000 arası. Oynasam. Bak şimdi mesela çıksam ben oynarım ama çıkamadık. 3 sezondur bire çıkamıyorum. 8 mi 9 mu 8-9 kere 7-8 kere mi ne bir tam emin değilim. Bire çıktım. Bugüne kadar. Bu bu şeye gelene kadar.
Alonso.
Klasman olayı olana kadar. Anam.
Chance.
Oo.
Kindly here. What a
Ulan be.
goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even... And the finish! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Besiktas are such an adept counter.
Just the goalkeeper's a bit. Shot a goal! Goal! Besiktas! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
So we have a breakthrough.
Yakalarsak kaçırmamaya çalışıyoruz. Bırak. Elimizden geldiğince. Demin çok kaçırdım bir maçta ya. Yendik ama o maçı çok şut çektim atamadım. Bir kaleci çarpıyor, bir şeyler.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckenbauer. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Görüyorsun değil mi? Niye çarpan adama? 2 kişi solda koşuyor. Gelsene adama. Ya bak.
That is a little undercooked.
Zola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ya öyle mi gidiyorsun? Kaleciye mi gidiyorsun? Orta açıyoruz oradan. Arkadaki adama gitmez de.
Conjures time and space where few can. Serginho has it in a wide position. Backward it goes. Out towards the flank. Beckenbauer. Serginho gets into some space. That has been cut short. Mateus. Looking for the run. Oh, shooting chance!
Ucuz sıyırdık valla.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Park Ji-sung powering forward here. It's Park Ji-sung. Beckenbauer. Half an hour played now. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Hullet. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Park Ji-sung does well to get it back. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Solar. David Villa. Mateus. Looking for options for movement. Solar! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
That could... Tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Serginho. David Villa.
2 added minutes have
Good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. And here's Zola. And we've reached half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal kick. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Villa. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Beckenbauer. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Mateus takes control of it and he's on the move. And Hernandez. And he's forced to go back. Chooses to go crossfield. David Villa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Newcastle finding their passes. Thinks about the shot. Decent chance! Still they trail and time is ticking away. Can he get it through? This is Owen. And the shot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he was alert to it. Now it's Owen. And this is Hullet. Cannavaro makes the interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. Mateus kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zola. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Shoots! Tries to pass it through. Owen is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
No, that's been intercepted. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he shoots! Xabi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Villa. Xabi Alonso has created one goal already. Solar. Mateus. He's a sharp little ball here. Mateus. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer, looking to play him in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Danger. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Zanetti.
He's ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho. Beckenbauer. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, it rattles the bar!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitution for Besiktas. Hulis.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Johan Cruyff. Davids. Coming on the
Zanetti.
field, Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Nedved. Varane.
Mateus.
Gattuso. Substitution.
Kisum
2
is
added
looking
minutes
to
has been
influence the game
indicated.
from out wide.
Rijkaard.
2 minutes to be added on. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Ibrahimovic. And time is up. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
The action has already started.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shooting chance! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Owen, Cruyff, now can he find a finish? Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Messi gets into a good position, and he's cut it out. Searching pass he's played there. Could move up a gear here. Neymar. And here's Forlan. Over to the left. Cruyff. And they're back on the ball again. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has been cut short. Rice. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And that has put paid to that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rice. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. That pass isn't the best. Rice. Oh, good-looking ball. Griezmann. And the through ball. No, it's come to nothing. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Rice. Looking to play him in. Dida needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now this could be a chance. He can get that clear. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. There's the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Besiktas with the corner, there first. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Zanetti has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cannavaro has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Mateus. And it's Rice. And Neymar. Foot in. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Forlan.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Griezmann. And it's Forlan.
There will be
Neymar.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Griezmann. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. Now it's Forlan. And there's the end of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Besiktas sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Substitution from Besiktas. Neymar. Owen. On the field, Mbappe. Ibrahimovic. Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cantona. And he was quick to react. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. And here's Cantona. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder.
Big chance! And he shoots! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he goes for a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Looking for options for movement. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Defending was strong and firm. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Balten gets over and intercepts. Threads one in. And that is expertly dealt with. Up Jisung. A heavy challenge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Besiktas perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cantona. Nesta did well to stay calm there. He's on it, can he get away? He's being urged to shoot. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Nedved. Rice. Neymar. Now it's Cantona. Davids does well to get it back. Great vision. Hazard.
Aleykümselam.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi. Mateus. Now it's Cantona. Oh, perfectly measured that. He is through here. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It is no
Klasman.
contest. It is a landslide. The movement so precise. The finish. Oh, what has happened here? Hazard. Oh, somewhat off target. And no, that was never going to make it. Clipped into space. And it's Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a pretty loose pass. Park Ji-sung. And that's been won straight back. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? They've done it! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Manchester United playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. And this is Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. Cantona. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Messi has it in. Oh, Messi! Cruyff. And the through ball. Wriggles his way through. Ibrahimovic proves just a little bit too strong. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries to pass it through.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Ferdinand does really well. He's having a shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Besiktas, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really...
Evet, son maç yapalım. Çocuk okula gideceğim. Bir şeyler. Akşam yayında görüşürüz. Bir maç daha aratıyorum. Son maçtır bu. Bu arada bir kayfa yapayım. Kayfa. Allah. Bismillah.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Beckenbauer. Rodri. Valverde. That's Beckham. Van Dijk. Pelé. And it's Rodri. And the shot's on here. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Beckham. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Neymar. Pelé. He's cut it out. Nedved. Now it's Cruyff. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cafu.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rodri. Manchester United finding their passes. It could be in here. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Pelé is standing over this one. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Pelé! Just off target.
Pelé certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
It's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rodri. For Valverde. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Beckham. Out towards the flank. He's found a way through. And the shot! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Vinicius Junior. Valverde. goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Neymar. Nesta going vertical. Cafu. Beckenbauer. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a cute ball. Nedved. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, look at the space. And drive! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe. Here's Rodri. Van Dijk.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And it's Rodri. Pele. Oh, that is a nice touch. Bit too much weight on the pass. Zanetti plays it all the way forward. Ambitious ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cafu. For Valverde. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Neymar. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! The captain scores!
Yeah, the captain has gone further up in everyone's estimation after an opener as wonderful as that. The manager will be reviewing his half-time message now.
One sweeping move executed. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Besiktas leading 1-0 at the break.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar powering forward here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Hata yaptım amına koyayım ya. Yana niye sürüyorum ya? Bir de şeyden kesmedim ayağımı koşmadan.
That interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu. Pele is onto this. Davids. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, no joy this time. Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Beckham. Valverde. Oh, well played, well played. That's a sharp pass. João Cancelo. Looking for the run. Now, shot goal! Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. Cafu. Rodri. It's Pele! Shot could be on. And it's Rodri. He's in a good position. Surely! And he hits the net. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No way through. João Cancelo. Beckham. João Cancelo. Beckham. And it's Cancelo. Vinicius Junior could try cutting it. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, cracking ball. He has a look up. Shoots! And another try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Beckham, played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good ball! Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Neymar. Neymar's cross. Beckham. Played into space out wide. That's a little off target. Valverde. He's a sharp little ball here. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Beckham. Real chance! Another big chance that gets away.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substitution for Besiktas. Owen.
So, time for
Neymar.
changes on both sides, actually.
Johan Cruyff. Davids.
In with the challenge.
Ibrahimovic.
Messi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Ronaldinho. Gattuso. Substitution in progress.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, big chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's and we're done. Besiktas pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Görüşürüz. İyi günler arkadaşlar. Şunu da göstereyim. 7 top attım şeye. 7 herhalde.
Allah razı olsun sizden.
Aynen.
Allah kaybettiğiniz çocuğu
155. sırada adam gibi oynuyordu zaten. Çalımları falan. Ucuz kurtuldu ya. 1-1'di işte, ne güzel. Berabere bile bitse olacaktı. Neyse. Buna 7 top attık. Elimde vardı. Şey geldi işte. Van Bronckhorst geldi. Gerisi çöp. 7 topa yine iyi ya. Boşver. Evet. Görüşmek üzere. Şu arkadaşı bekliyorduk ama gelmedi. İyi işte de şey çıksaydı iyiydi. Ana karakter çıksa iyiydi şu veren. Neyse, ona da şükür ya. Para yok, şey yok. Attık 7 top geldi. Başka çekeceğimizden değil yani. Ama bu Veran'ı alsak güzel olur. Bug'lı falan diyorlar ama bilmem. Neyse, görüşmek üzere. Akşam yayınlarına görüşürüz.